The European Cricket Championship is proudly brought to you by Dream 11, HCL Software, Paramatch, the Junta de Andalucía, and Victorinox.
Ledge, I'm pretty sure that's an edge into the turf. I don't think that's a drop catch, even though the keeper feels like it was. Little low full toss, he gets the toe end and it goes into the deck is my guess. Let's have a closer look. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, tell you what, that might be a genuine edge and that could have been shelled.
Baluch, a little bit more room on that occasion. Glad he's rediscovered the off stump, but that ball didn't swing in particularly well. Corey Rutgers and them with so much responsibility as Baluch. Nice ball, tailing back into the right-hander, but McVie hits truly through the line. Swing at Baluch. Short ball, makes contact off either the bat or the hip, but either way, flies away to the boundary. Slightly short of a length top edge, and it's going to be easily taken by the wicketkeeper, AJ Mundra. Zahid, he's a little bit quicker than he looks, pretty casual run-up, but generates some heat off this Akadema deck. And Nakbi's poor end to the group stage continues. That's his third successive failure, and the Italians 14 for 1. Hit a little bit of away movement again, but Ali steps down the crease, short of a length, cracks it for a Maximo.
Danny in danger out there. One of our ball boys extraordinaire. Always running to the ball as quickly as possible.
Very difficult position out there in the middle. A little bit quicker, mistimed, up-ish. But it will get a boundary, despite the brave efforts there of Abdur Sadeh, who had moved out to deep square leg. Big heave, not well controlled though. And that's a nice snare, Emal Zubak. He's such a talented cricketer. I'm sure we'll see him opening the innings for Sweden later on this evening, but takes a very neat catch. And the second wicket down, Italy 26 for 2. Ali on strike, lashes out to the offside, and that's gone like a tracer bullet. The point boundary for a Maximo. That's the ball that's speared back in, just in the slot though, and Ali is a clean striker of the ball. He's tall, he's lean, he's got long levers, and he's launched that ball for a Maximo. At the moment, that's I was going to say a better ball, but it's been slaughtered over the cover, the boundary for a Maximo, and Ali's raced along to 25 off 8.
If you thought the last one was a tracer bullet, I don't know what you thought that was. It must have been a laser, because that was absolutely slashed.
Blank ball and off stump, and it's a slightly unconventional looking cut shot, but timed it well all the same. Pressure on Sahak, boundaries and consecutive balls.
So,
well, outside off stump, it's been hit high, and Ali's got enough of a piece of it, not quite as clean as some of his other shots, but it is a Maximo, and it takes him along to 40 off 12. It's a hug from around the wicket. Oh, big swing, that's a glorious shot. Carries the boundary on the offside by a good 10 metres, brings a rapturous round of applause from his teammates. Oh, comes down the track, gives himself some room, and he launches Sahak to the offside boundary. Swing on that one. It's this one from Ali's gone high. Darbe says it's all mine, and he tries to catch it in almost bucket-like fashion, falling backwards. Charge, and it's stumped. AJ Mundra. Quick hands with the gloves and brilliant bowling from Darbe. That's a wicket to put into the memory bank. That's wonderful stuff. He ends his first over 1 for 4, and Italy a 78 for 3. Spears onto the stumps a little bit more. It's driven high and handsome enough. Lovely stroke from the left-handed Sandhu. And it's a much-needed Maximo for the Italians, 84 for 3. The Italian Sandhu swings the hips to the leg side immediately. He's put it very high and gotten a good piece of the Grizzlies. Chico particularly strong on that leg side, and that's precisely what he was waiting on for Darbe to drift onto the stumps. Probably the wide on the previous ball might have encouraged him to just go a little bit straighter.
It's a mental game, cricket, really.
Yeah, gets into the block hole, and Sandhu's walking. Darby's celebrating. It's the second stumping of the innings. Another tidy piece of work from the wicketkeeper, Mundra, and that's a fabulous second scalp for Darby.
What more do you want? That is absolutely world class. Switzerland. Oh.
Wow, that's straight down the throat. We'll come back to Jay's question in a moment. We know Shiko loves to flick to that part of the ground. Unfortunately, not enough elevation, and Galani gets a wicket. Second ball, fifth one down for the Italians, and 103 on the board. He's on the off stump. Does get the false shot, but as has been the way throughout this tournament, top edge down to third man has gone flying for a Maximo, and Italy needed that. It's been a bit of a barren last few overs. Bit of a one-handed loft, almost the bar style, but this time with the top hand instead of the bottom hand, flicked backward square, and it's a Maximo for Pereira. Ahmed on strike, hits it high in the air. Fielder coming in from mid-wicket, judges it well, but unfortunately after his third attempt has fumbled it.
Just watching every single delivery as one gets edged, flies way over the boundary road for another maximum.
One of the most profitable areas on this ground. The Baximos are fly. It's not quite a traditional Baximo over the keeper's head. There'll be some fireworks to come. Big swing from Ahmed. He hasn't got the power. He does have the power to take it over the boundary, but that hung up there for an awful long time.
That's got
the Hawk thought he was in the chance for a catch. Oh, the outside edge goes flying down to third man. It's well fielded by Galani, and Pereira just ambles to the non-striker's end, so no chance of doubling up. And that's the end of a pretty good controlled bowling performance by the Swedes. The Italians, a little bit of a late flourish, or at least late partnership by these two, but they end up 137 for 5.
Zawak on strike. Ali's got the ball in hand. Ball number one of the run chase. I think he sort of in a half of the bat. Goes for a single. Zawak's off the mark.
That's also pretty decent. Oh, Ali takes him on. Strike a stump. So much action. Zubak is saying, what on earth are you doing, big fella? As he's almost barbecued his opener.
And then Sher Ali's given him a spray as well. Tell you what, talk about barbecuing your mate. There is never a one.
As that's a pretty good shot from Sadek. Well, he looked uncomfortable in the first over. That is a wicked T10 shot. Nice ball for Ahmed. Short ball. Well, he has heeded the Rutgers call. Probably not the cleanest shot he's hit during the tournament, but it's more than good enough. And Ali knocks up his first maximum. He goes to 8. The Swedes, after 2 overs, 20 for none. We'll struggle a bit more in this tournament, as today, well, thought he was almost gone, but that ball has carried the infield, and it does race away for a 4. No, geography's not a Rutgers strong suit, but anyway, today has managed to whip that ball for a Maximo. Test, and today has eventually failed his test today. Nice piece of bowling from Ali. Pretty difficult job trying to charge a left armer bowling at this pace, but the end of the innings as Corey Rutgers researches the Vietnamese flag, tries to point to me that yellow is white in a bit of gaslighting, and Sweden's 30 for 1. All in there, and they've just gotten to witness Sher Ali finally unleashing. After nurdling balls for the last 15 minutes, he's annihilated one about 85 metres. We'll talk about this more after this ball, as Ali somehow completely misstrikes the ball, but it flies away for a boundary. Oh, good ball. Splits the middle and leg stumps, and Mundra, fairly torturous stay at the crease for him. He goes for 1 off 4. Sandu continues to come up big for Italy. This time's that slide. Pereira's going to have a shot. He hits from side on. Well, we get one ball of Saeed, and he's on his way back to the pavilion. What a brilliant piece of fielding from the Italian skipper.
Yeah, brilliant from big old Joy Pereira. That's the old hit and run in the backyard where you get slightly carried away. There was never a single on there.
Goes outside off, and once again, Romani tries to swing it to leg. Fielder comes in and almost takes a cross-handed catch. Well, Sandu got his hand to a slightly awkward position, but remarkably has held on to the grab. Corey, that was some catch. Take us through it.
Well, the Italians just seem to be able to take these crazy catches every game. There's been 3 or 4 juggles in the first few days, but Rajmani Sandu, you can't not love him.
As the hit comes out, and he's edged the first ball. So Ahmed's on a hat trick. Sweden crumbling, 47 for 5. 2 balls left in the 6th. And all of a sudden, Italy can almost book themselves a place on finals day.
That one's lifted in the air. Oh, no.
Gone. Zuvak's gone. And that might be the final nail in the coffin. It's been an exceptionally good spell of around-the-wicket pace bowling from Ahmed. He ends up with 3 for 14. But Sweden, 47 for 6 after 6 overs. Hassan Ali, the left-arm paceman, comes around the wicket and he's sent for boundary. First ball, Sher Ali really needs to get a move on in these last 4. Ali drifts outside off stump, and Ali opens the shoulders, gets the necessary elevation, and it's 10 runs off the first 2 balls. Oh, something not so resplendent is that shot from the Swedes, but somehow Baluch has managed to take it for a Maximo, so this is turning into an expensive over. Short ball, Ali doesn't really have much pace to work with, but he opens the blade well enough. That's pretty good batting, actually. Runs away for 4. Doesn't stay still on that occasion, but he changes up the length, gets enough bat on it to take it behind square for a boundary. Sher Ali lifts that beautifully. That's a technically fantastic shot. Watched it right underneath his eyeballs. 19 off 14 for that. Oh, outside edge. Well, Sher's gone big in this over. The pressure's on Baljet. He's now none for 29, and Ali is 1 big hit off a half century. So coming around the last ball. Well, Sher Ali certainly makes it far more likely that they're going to secure that point as he whips a 4 off the final ball of the over, so it'll leave Baluch on strike for the start of the 10. Oh, big swing. Well, he's played and missed it 3 in a row. Finally uses the bat, and he smacks it for a Maximo.
Well, what do you know? 3 misses, still there, and he gets the 4th one away. They've achieved a point. Anyway, the Azzurri, they've been the better team. Let's wrap this one up. Last ball of the night.
Oh, huge and elegant swing from the big man, but manages to get it to roll away to third man, and they will take a single as long as Big Sher takes a couple of more steps, drops his bat, and that is the end of the game, and a comprehensive win. Very impressive by the Italians. They came in as second favourites in this 2-horse race, given the form of Sweden earlier in the tournament, but they have really put down a marker here.